Cleaning and close-up tool mark photography. Authenticating your Hongshan artifacts. In many artifact collecting groups, some self-proclaimed experts blindly advise against cleaning items, claiming that mud and grime help prove an item was excavated. This is complete nonsense. If you've ever visited any museum around the world and seen Hongshan jade or other ancient jade or bronze artifacts on display, you'll notice they've all been thoroughly cleaned, not a trace of mud remains. True experts know one important fact: forgers often deliberately smear ancient-looking dirt mixed with glue onto jade pieces to simulate the appearance of a freshly excavated artifact. Therefore, real appraisers never pay attention to the presence of mud or sediment. What's more, if you don't properly clean the sediment and grime from within the carved grooves, it's impossible to clearly capture the craft-within-craft tool marks in photographs. So how can you expect to defend or verify your item's authenticity if you don't even clean your piece and still rely on a so-called premium Apple phone or a low-resolution device to take photos? How can you capture the hidden, intricate, and inimitable tool marks buried deep in the grooves if you're unsure whether your item is authentic? Why not clean it properly first? As the saying goes, to do a good job, one must first sharpen their tools. If you're trying to verify whether your piece is authentic, why not invest in a phone with at least a 20-megapixel camera to get proper images? For those of us in the collecting community, the most important thing is to photograph each of your Hongshan pieces clearly and in detail for proper study. Many people assume their pieces are from the Warring States or Han period. But after cleaning and using a high-resolution phone to take detailed photos, magnify them and carefully inspect the tool marks, you may discover that many of these items actually carry prehistoric Hongshan tool marks, confirming they are indeed Hongshan artifacts. The craft-within-craft technique is a unique hallmark of Hongshan jade craftsmanship. It continued into the Liangzhu and Sangxingdui cultures, forming an unbroken lineage. In particular, the straight groove perforation technique can still be seen in some discs from the Hongshan period. These mysterious and unreplicable marks essentially disappeared after the Shang dynasty. Later artisans, unable to recreate such sophisticated craftsmanship, resorted to simplified techniques such as the so-called Han 8 cuts, which were simply a way to mask their inability to replicate the craft within craft. So if, after cleaning and photographing your jade piece with a high-resolution camera, you can detect the craft within craft marks, then your piece is likely from the Hongshan culture. If not, it may be from a later period such as the Shang or Zhou dynasties. I've also noticed that some new members upload only full-view photos of their collections, taken from a distance, without close-ups of any tool marks. Without those crucial details, how can you prove your piece is genuinely from the Hongshan period when others see only full-view shots? It's easy to mistake the piece as a product of the Han or later dynasties. That's why I urge everyone, when sharing your Hongshan collections, always include close-up photos showing detailed tool marks for verification. In summary, Hongshan prehistoric tool marks are the DNA of authentic Hongshan artifacts. Hongshan culture is the origin of Chinese civilization, and all cultures develop through transmission. They never just appear out of nowhere.